How are you? He's learning to drive a Model T.
Wish me luck. Boy, you're really doing three things at once here. If you start to panic, boy, you're in trouble.
Yeah, you really have to go into the premise that you have no brakes at all. Okay, take your foot off the pedal now.
Foot off the pedal. Oh, wow. Okay. Slowing.
Go. Stop right now.
Ooh, okay, there we go. And just like that.
Welcome to an episode of J. Leno's Garage. Today, something completely different. This is my 1925 Model T. You know, doing this show, we have access to all kinds of cars. And because of my age, I can go back and reminisce about cars from the 50s and 60s. And we have a lot of young people that work on our show. And one of them, David Swift, he came to me as a young college student. He was an intern with me on The Tonight Show, my TV show. And he was so good, I hired him. We started doing J. Leno's Garage, and he's become a producer and a director on the show as well. And he asked me, he said, you know, I'd never driven one of those. And I realized there's a lot of young people. By young people, I mean people under 40 who have no experiences with these cars and have no idea what they're like. It is so different, it is so unusual. Driving cars has become so homogenized, everything has to be exactly the same, the ergonomics have to be easily understood. In the old days, you could have, well, a lot of times reverse would be below drive, because a lot of times I'll let a younger person drive my car and they go, whoa, whoa, you're in reverse, you put it all the way down. You know, the shift patterns were different, everything was different. Things have become pretty standardized over the years. You know, you could always tell a German car or an English car or a French car, but now we have world cars. All cars are built to perform the same under all conditions in all countries. Anyway, I thought it might be fun to take David, who's had no experience driving a Model T, and just film it on camera, see what it's like for the first time. Because if you've never used this pedal setup, you know, it's interesting. When the Model T came out, it seemed the most natural way to drive in a car. Because there was no standardized, you know, what they call the Penard system, engine, transmission, rear end. A Model T is totally different than any other car. And to take a regular person and put them in one of these, you usually wind up in the bushes at some point until you figure it out. Well, let's meet David. David, come on in. This is David Swift. You'll see his name at the end of all the shows. And as I said, he produces and directs the shows, does a great job. So you ready to give this a shot?
Yeah, thank you for this opportunity.
Yes, yes. Now,
this is really cool, actually. I've been looking forward to this.
It is cool. You know, this car was $260 brand new in 1925. This one's unusual. This is what they call a Mennonite T. You know, Henry Ford was a rather clever guy. The Mennonites were different from the Amish. Now, the Amish still had horse and buggies. The car was a little too modern. Mennonites were a bit more practical. You could have one, but it couldn't be one to show status or wealth. You know, you couldn't have chrome pieces here like this, and anything to make your car look flashy. It had to be very dull. So when these came from the factory, they were just dipped in black paint and push them out the door, $260 brand new. It's about 22 horsepower, something like that. This one has a couple of options, and it has the Rockefeller 2-speed rear end, which is basically kind of an overdrive. But we're going to go show people how to do this. You know, this was a brilliant car. This was the iPhone of the day, in the sense that everybody could own one. It put the average man in a car. Henry Ford's thing was to build a car that his workers could actually afford to buy. He raised them to $5 a day, which, you know, Wall Street thought was outrageous. They'll just buy liquor with that money. You're not going to give them all that money. But it proved to be a pretty smart idea. But anyway, let's go over this. You ready to start?
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the engine. Come on this side first. Here we go. The first thing you want to do, you open the hood here. And you can see it's pretty simple. A Model T has no water pump. You don't even need a battery, really. You have a planetary transmission, which was designed by a man named Will St. Clair, who built his own automobile. He was Henry Ford's partner, and he and Henry Ford split everything 50-50. He was also a metallurgist who developed vanadium steel. He developed the Ford logo, which we still use to this day, you know, the script with the blue background. And this is the engine here, 4 cylinders. I'm not quite sure how many liter it is. I think it's under 4 liters. Just an amazing automobile. You have a planetary transmission, which does not have gears, it has bands. The flywheel has magnets in it, so when you crank it over, that provides a spark, so it runs on a magneto. First thing you want to do, this here is your gas valve. The gas is shut off. It's a gravity feed. The gas tank is under the seat. Hey, that's real smart, huh? So you're sitting on the gas tank. It gravity feeds down to the carburetor. So when the car's not running, you need to shut the fuel off so it doesn't flood itself. So let's turn that on there. Put that in line.
So step 1, turn the gas on.
Step 1, turn the gas on, okay? And then we'll shut the hood. Here, you fasten on that side, I'll fasten on the other side. Oh, that's enough. All right. That's your first step in automobiling. That's what we used to call it. People went automobiling, which is...
Did I do that right?
You did that
I think
right.
so.
You
Okay.
did that right.
All right.
And you have one door, which is on this side here, which we both get in. The dashboard, pretty rudimentary. No speedometer, no oil pressure, no nothing. There is no oil pressure. There's no oil pump. It's just a splash lubrication. You just have an ammeter to tell you when your generator is working. This is your choke. Pull that out. On this side, you have the coil. Hear that buzzing? Okay. Now, this one has a battery, so that aids in starting the car. That sends a spark. You put it on there, and once the car's running, you switch over to magneto. So we'll do that in just a minute.
So you start it on choke, which enriches the mixture.
Yeah, right.
And then once it's running, you shut the choke off.
Right. Now this has an electric starter, which was an option you could get. It was expensive. A lot of people didn't get it, but it just makes it a lot easier. Now, do you want to start it on the crank, or do you want to...
I think we should do it the proper way.
All right, start it on the crank. All right, we crank it, okay. You kind of have to, I'll have to hold the choke while you crank it. All right, well, okay, now let me explain the pedals. That's your handbrake. Now, your handbrake also puts the car in neutral. Okay, when the pedal is up, you're in high gear. When that pedal's on the ground, it's in low gear. The far pedal. What would normally be a clutch in a regular car.
Okay.
Okay. Halfway down is neutral. So when you're starting the car, you have the pedal halfway down. When the car's running, you release the handbrake, then you push the pedal to the floor and you pull away. This is your throttle. There's no gas pedal. Your throttle is up here. And this is your advance and retard for your spark. You always want to start it on retard because that way it doesn't backfire on you. You know, what used to happen was people would put it on advance, pull the handle, and bang, the handle would come around. A lot of times, one guy died because a very famous accident led to the invention of the self-starter. He hit himself in the jaw, and he got blood poisoning, and he died in the hospital. It's such a huge... The guy was a good friend of Kettering, who worked for General Motors. He worked for National Cash Register Company at the time. He took a cash register motor, geared it down so it would start the car, thus preventing that sort of accident. But we'll
So
see.
we could die. Okay.
No, you could die. I'm fine.
Okay.
No, I'm fine. Yeah. I'm
All
fine.
right.
Yeah.
I might
I'll
die.
be fine.
I might die.
Yeah. And we can get another producer like that.
That's
you
right.
know.
Everybody's.
All right, so, okay. And the middle pedal is reverse, which means when you have the other pedal halfway down, okay, you push the middle one, that engages reverse, and then you give it a little bit of gas. You find this interesting.
So is the left pedal in the neutral position right now?
No, it's in high gear.
It's in high.
It's only in neutral.
High gear.
Okay, when you pull the handbrake back, that disengages it. So technically, yes, it's in neutral now.
Okay.
But when you get in it, you get it running, you want to push it halfway down, so it's in neutral, and then release the handbrake, and you pull away.
Okay, pedal first, then release handbrake.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the middle pedal is your reverse gear. You press that down. The harder you push, the more it engages. You just touch it lightly.
Because of the belts, right?
Yeah,
So
you have the adjusting belts. Okay,
Interesting.
and then this is your brake. So you only have brakes on the rear wheels.
okay.
Well, let's see how she starts. Okay.
Well, what
let's-
about this? What does this do?
Okay, this is your 2-speed. We're not going to use this until that's the advanced thing.
I see.
Until we're going down the
Okay.
road, then you'll
Okay.
put it in there to get you maybe up to 50 miles an hour. Okay, but you know it's the fascinating thing about these. These can sit literally for 100 years and start. It's the only antique car I have that starts on the button every single time.
Pretty cool.
So let's put it. Okay.
So throttle's in the idle position.
Yeah.
It's in the full.
Yeah. Fully retard here.
Right.
I'm going to advance the gas just a little bit to give it a little bit of throttle.
Okay.
Let's put it here. You hear the buzz.
Right.
All right, go over and let's pull the crank to start it. Now always have your thumb inside.
Inside.
Yeah, because
Okay.
you don't want to do this, because if this comes around, boom, it'll take your thumb with it and break it. You know.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So engage. Good. I mean.
Do I need to push in at all?
Push in, push in. Okay.
Ah, there we go.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah. Oh, almost.
Yeah.
Come on, we're gonna be late. Come on.
Let me get it right there, I think. No. Careful what you wish for. Here we go.
Let me try it.
I think I'm being set up.
No, you're not being set up. Let me see. You see, I'm starting it this way. And get over.
That got me.
Or we can use the electric start.
Or we can do that.
Let's try the electric start.
Let's try that.
You got a button on the floor right here.
I'm winded.
You gotta want to advance ignition just a little bit. All right, hop in.
Yeah, okay. So if it all goes wrong for us, my fail-safe is to pull this
Yes.
to this position.
Right, yeah.
And this is also a brake,
That's your brake, yeah.
so I could do both.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm not even touching this at all, just
no,
leave that there. Okay.
All right, first thing you want to do is switch over to magneto. We're on battery now. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, advance ignition.
Advance ignition
All the way
towards
down.
me.
Okay.
All the way.
Yeah, up a hair more. Yeah, that's fine.
There we go.
Okay. We have enough throttle. You don't need to touch the gas. Push the pedal like halfway down. Okay, all right. Grab the handbrake. Go, move it an inch forward, then pull it back again, just so you get a feel. You feel the car starts to move, okay? Okay, all right. Now step on the pedal. You release the brake.
Yeah, brakes
Get a little
release.
more feel. Slowly release the handbrake.
So I'm gonna go foot pedal and release the handbrake.
Right. Release the handbrake slowly. Okay, there you go. Okay, all right.
And this is my throttle. I can slow her down. I'm gonna slow her down.
Press the floor button. No. Let's,
The floor button.
I mean, press the clutch.
Yes, I see.
Okay.
I got it.
Press it all the way down.
Okay, that's
Okay,
all the way.
That's low.
Yeah.
That's low gear. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
I'm going to see you hit the brake with your other foot while you that foot right there. Okay, that's fine. And there you go. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, there you go.
So depress. Here we go.
If
Slow.
you want to go into first gear, press it all the way down. You'll feel it. Feel lower gear.
Yeah. Here I'm gonna release just to slow her down here. Okay. All right.
Give it a little throttle. Okay, take your foot off the pedal now.
Foot off the pedal. Oh wow. Okay. Slowing.
Go. Okay, foot off the pedal. Shift into high. Take your foot off. There you go. Give it a little more throttle.
Hey. All right.
Now you're motoring. Got it.
I mean, boy, did they have schools to teach people how to do this back in the day? I mean,
I imagine a dealer would tell you how to do it. Okay, now as you press the brake, slowly go into the middle.
I'm okay now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, you're moving pretty good here.
Yeah. Get a little more gas.
Wow. The rear end ratio, is that done in period or much later?
It came along close to the same time. As soon as the cars became popular, people started coming out with accessories.
So I'm gonna go left pedal as we slow here, right?
Okay.
Slow my throttle.
Okay.
Okay. Come out a little bit.
Okay. Step on the brake.
Boy, I can see how if you
Put you in the high gear.
start to panic, boy, you're in trouble.
I know. That's right. You wind up in the bush. Oh, wait till you reverse.
All right, green light. So I'm gonna release.
Okay. A little more gas. Take your foot off the pedal now, go into high.
Okay. Boy, it's funny, huh, with the belts.
Yeah. Take your foot off.
Yeah, I'm just trying to feel that friction point.
Yeah.
And it's like spongier than what I'm used to, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and I gotta, so I noticed that when I depress to go into low, I gotta also take some throttle out.
Right, yeah.
And then add some throttle when I'm in high. Okay.
Try a panic stop.
A panic stop.
Right. Stop right now. Yeah, okay, see that's you gotta get used to not
Stalling.
not stalling.
So how do I not stall?
Okay, so we'll start again. Hit the button again.
And I will advance it now.
Okay.
I'm gonna release this. Push the,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, there you go. Let's see you stop.
So tell me how to do it first.
Okay. Okay. Push the pedal. You're all the way down.
All the
now,
way down, right.
Pull it halfway up and pull the handbrake. Okay, that's it. Okay. Now I'm going to show you how to go in reverse. Right. Keep your foot right there.
Okay.
With this foot, put it on that pedal, the metal pedal.
Right.
Okay, a little more throttle. Now slowly press that pedal. Slowly press the center pedal down.
And release handbrake.
Yeah. See you stop. Okay, okay. There you go. All right. Let's see you go forward again. There you go.
All right. Boy, it really does, you gotta think about it.
Well, if you never drove an automobile, this would be easier to learn.
Yeah.
Like you can put it in high gear now.
Let this guy behind the car.
After a while, you won't need to use the handbrake at all. You can use the foot
You could just
pedal.
use your foot.
Okay. Like, press the brake and bring and push the other pedal to the middle as you slow down. Like, good. Okay. Now, when you want to go forward, put that foot to the floor.
And release the brake.
Yeah.
Okay.
You might want to use this as your.
Why did they call them Tin Lizzies?
Because they were cheap. It was vaudeville, you know. What time is it when two Model Ts crash into each other? 10 to 10. That was a big joke.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I read that new they got the price down to about, by today's dollars, about $5,000.
Right, yeah.
Imagine buying a new car for $5,000.
All right, try a stop. Stop without using the handbrake. Okay, there you go. Just hold it right there. Okay, press it all the way to the floor with the other foot.
Here we go. Here we go, man.
See, I switched it into low, so you're less likely to
Oh,
stall.
okay. It's just strange because as I lift off the left pedal,
Yeah,
that's what goes into high gear.
right. Well, you
So
know,
it's a little counterintuitive. It's just that space in between
you
that
want
I'm
to
looking for.
you want to go into neutral, yeah.
Boy, this thing really goes.
It's funny, isn't it?
Yeah,
It doesn't really go. It just feels like it.
it feels like it. How fast have you gone in this?
Yeah, 15, maybe 50.
Wow. Boy, it runs good.
Yeah, these are great. They're bulletproof.
Just chugging along.
Pull into this driveway right here. So you pull into that parking space. Okay, now I hold it right here. Oh, you stalled it.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
trying to come out of.
Okay. Okay, put it in retard. Okay. Handbrake. Step on the. Okay, let's see you back out of here.
Okay, so I'm gonna release the handbrake.
Make sure you're in the middle. Okay. Okay, release the handbrake so you don't go forward. Release it. If you're going forward, press on the pedal till you hit the neutral spot. Okay, release the handbrake. Okay. Okay, now press the middle pedal just slightly. Okay, cut your wheel. That's good. Okay, now, okay, hold it right there. Okay, now press the pedal. There you go. Yeah, perfect.
All right.
Yeah, that's good.
This is actually very fun.
Yeah, I mean, they're great cars to have. And you know, they've been the same price for 30 years. You can get a Model T for anywhere from $5,000 to $20,000 if you want you know, a really rare one or something.
Do you think that younger people will start to appreciate brass era cars because they're so unique and so different from?
Yeah, because they're different. I mean,
Yeah.
that's why you do a lot of things, you know. As you get into something, you always want to know what came before this, what came before that.
Right.
I mean, when I got started, I just like muscle cars. Well, what came before the muscle car? Well, the full-size car was, oh, okay. What came before that? And then you go, you know.
So I looked this up. What came before the Model T?
Well, Ford had a whole bunch of cars.
Right.
There was an older Model A, and he had the whole range of numbers, of letters rather, before he finally got one himself.
Yeah, it was Model S.
Yeah, Model S, the first.
And then for Model A, they were like, oh, this is a completely brand new car. We got to start
yeah,
over.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, I'll go high.
Okay. Take your foot off the pedal. Take your foot off, okay. All right, now move this shift knob forward. See what you get.
Just give it to her.
Yeah.
All right.
Quick. Now, does it feel like you're in a higher gear or lower gear?
It feels higher. It feels like it's higher.
Right. So
Am I
you
right?
get higher top speed, yeah.
Yeah.
So you turn a 2-speed transmission into a 4-speed transmission.
Cool.
You have two speeds at low speed, let's say 10 miles an hour and 20 miles an hour. Then we use that, you go from 12 miles an hour to 40 miles an hour. I mean, it seems quick on a paved road. Imagine this on a dirt road.
Yeah.
Don't, you know.
Okay, I'm gonna slow down. Right here.
And then you had people making all kinds of overhead valve conversions and all kinds of stuff. Go right down Sherman Way. So we're taking a longer road where you can relax with your foot off the pedal. That's how people travel.
Pretty nice.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna blow right by the camera car.
That's right. Open her up all the way, see what she does.
Boy, it's like in the steering though, it doesn't quite,
Yeah.
you don't really feel confident, or I don't.
All right, let's see. Go to the, and remember, you only got brakes on the rear wheels. So
Yeah,
slow down.
alright, I'm slowing down. I'm gonna reduce throttle.
Luckily,
I'm
the
in
light
neutral. There we go. There we go. Alright. A little bit of gas, back into high. There we
Just
go.
Take your foot off the pedal completely now.
Yeah.
You smell the van's getting hot if you ride it.
Yeah. What are the bands made out of? Just rubber or?
Well, they used to be. Now
Leather.
I use Kevlar now, so that lasts a long time.
Oh, Kevlar, wow.
There's no water pump to brake. There's no oil pump. It's all
Is it
splash-lubricated.
a thermosiphon?
And thermosiphon. What that means is the hot water pushes the cold water through. Go all the way down to Buena Vista and make a right.
And tell people why we have to control advance and retard, how we innovated from that later.
Well, now you have automatic spark control. Back then you had to do it by hand. Later you get points and you'd have weights. So when it spun, the centrifugal force would advance the ignition for you. It's also because gasoline was so bad, you didn't want to get free ignition or detonation. Okay, now you learn to use the brakes. So you don't need the handbrake right now. This setup was unique to Henry Ford. The planetary transmission was really genius. That was Will St. Clair who developed that. Also, he developed vanadium steel. These are made out of the best steel. You know, it's interesting. When I had this car, I was looking for fenders, and I called it a Model T guy. And I figured he must have a huge warehouse. And when I went back east, I went over to and all this steel was just, he had it under a tarp in his backyard, all these fenders. But because vanadium steel is just high quality, it didn't rust through. You can just put it right on, yeah. It's a clear example of building the cheapest product with the finest material. So you could have something that would last a long time. Henry Ford used to go camping with John Burroughs and Thomas Edison.
Those were the days, huh?
Well,
Until you get like
Ford
dysentery.
Ford worked for Edison. He was an apprentice.
Oh yeah, that's right. I've heard you say that.
Yeah, yeah. That's why you go to Greenfield Village. He has Thomas Edison's workshop.
I got to go to Greenfield Village as a kid with my dad.
Yeah,
And just being amazed.
yeah.
And I'm pretty sure they had a big boy locomotive there, which was my introduction to big boy. And then we, of course, got to film with it, which was amazing. Boy, you're really doing three things at once here.
Yeah, you really have to go into the premise that you have no brakes at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got it. It becomes second nature. Even Dave Persick, who he won Le Mans, he worked on the car, big Ford engineer, never driven a Model T until he drove mine. So, but it's one of those things, a rite of passage. If you're into cars, you just sort of have to know how to do it.
Absolutely.
You know, there's still a million Model Ts on the road, which is unbelievable.
Wow, really?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's still a lucrative business. Model T clubs that go on tours and all kinds of stuff.
been very fortunate working for you. I've gotten to drive a lot of really cool cars, but nothing in the brass era.
Yeah.
And
Well, this technically is not the brass era. This is
What is this?
1925.
oh yeah, you're right. We're out of the brass era.
Brass era ended about 14,
Yeah.
13, 14.
But you know, modern cars, you can get in them and you can pretty much figure out how to drive them fairly quickly.
Right.
This is something you cannot. And I've always admired the people that can drive these cars, and I thought, well, shoot, maybe I can convince Jay to.
Obviously, I'm easily fooled.
Well, I really appreciate this. This is really, really cool.
You can make the next right at this light if you want. You just have to be on your toes.
Yeah.
But see, you're not using the handbrake anymore, so that's good. You know, there's so many rumors about these things. Henry Ford developed this car to run on alcohol. The thinking being farmers could make alcohol from their own corn and power their own vehicles and be self-sustaining. And the story I've always heard, I don't know how much truth there is to it, that Rockefeller, who owned Standard Oil, was so alarmed when he saw the Model Ts are selling, you know, so many of them, and that Ford wanted to run on alcohol, he helped fund the Temperance movement. Of course, my friend. How are you? The story was that Rockefeller was so worried that all cars did not run on alcohol, he helped fund the Temperance movement to ban the manufacture of alcohol in the United States.
Did the suffragette movement have something to do with?
Yes.
What was that?
Well, the suffragette women did not have the vote. So, well, how did women get the power and where did the money come from to fund the banning of alcohol consumption? Because men didn't want to do that. But Rockefeller and the lobbyists and women's church groups and social pressure, that's what happened.
The nation on the move.
But they're fun to drive, isn't it?
Very fun.
It keeps you involved.
Absolutely.
No texting when you're driving this thing.
No, no.
Henry Ford was also one of the first people to market cars to women. Women, learn to drive, get your independence, you know, all that kind of stuff.
Well, consider that about the same time, Amelia Earhart was flying around the world in an airplane.
Well, no, that wasn't until late 20s.
Well, I mean, what year is this? This is 25, right?
25. This is the end of the Model T.
Okay, give or take 5 years.
Yeah, these were...
I gotta go this way first.
Yeah.
That's what I
These
gotta
were
do.
considered old-fashioned. You know, this was sold as a utility vehicle. By the 20s, people wanted cars with style and flash, and Henry Ford did not like that. He just thought that was a waste of money. And they're not all black. You can get Model Ts in different colors. It's just that most people didn't have garages. Black paint was the quickest drying paint you could get. So they would dry within the hour, so you could paint them, put them outside, you know. Early ones were painted with a brush.
There must be all original Model Ts out there.
Oh yeah, there are. A lot of them.
That's pretty cool to see brush strokes from.
The earliest are 1908, 9, 10. How are you? He's learning to drive a Model T.
Wish me luck.
You too, my friend. Pedal to the floor.
I only mentioned Amelia Earhart because that was her hangar right there.
Right.
And I just think, ooh, okay, there we go. And just like that,
Assume you have no brakes.
you get going on Amelia Earhart, and you
Yeah.
almost crash. So, all right.
Yeah, you got it. Put her in high. And you can just take your foot right off the pedal. You don't need to slip unless you're trying to ease into it.
I've been trying to do that unsuccessfully. just a nervous
No,
Nelly
no,
here.
Well, good thing you got this down before the prom. Now you'll be able to take this to prom. And
You know what I took to prom?
what? Oh, you did.
1927 American La France.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And my date, you'd think it, oh, sounds great. It's an old fire engine, you know, beats the kid in the Hummer, but open cockpit.
She didn't like it.
My date's hair, you smell like exhaust.
Oh, it's fine.
You know?
Now, did you say prom or the prom?
What did I say?
You said we went to prom. Because when I was a kid, you went to the prom.
The prom.
Now they say you go to prom.
To prom.
Like we're in England, you go to
Yeah, that's
hospital. But you notice these things, they don't overheat, nothing. Another tradition is Model T's being hit by trains, so be careful.
Weren't they kind of, wasn't there a movement to label these as death traps?
You know, I have some early automobile magazines. There's articles like, would a Christian drive an automobile? I think not, says the Reverend so-and-so. It's the work of the devil, you know, there's all kinds of things.
That's funny.
Now, you might want to hold it with the handbrake at this point. Give yourself a little more throttle, so all you have to do is pull off the pedal without stalling. And push the pedal down to go. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah,
Come on,
got it,
baby.
got it.
There we go.
That's why it's keeping it.
Yeah.
It's a torquey monster. It
Oh,
really
yeah.
is
You
pretty
can
good.
feel it really on the
Yeah.
leaf springs. Wanna.
Well, I think you did pretty good. Feel
thank you.
confident now?
I wouldn't say confident, but I feel like I've got a handle on things at least.
Well, we're up in Maine now where you live. You can do this without having this stupid LA traffic. Whoa, what? Yeah. You realize how little brakes you have when you have to stop.
Yeah.
Have to stop. That Rockefeller was a great thing because you can increase your top speed as roads got better. Just take your foot right off.
Just a little too fast.
There we go. I mean, but you know, if you do this every day, it becomes second nature. And once you learn it, it becomes, you never forget it. Just automatically adapt.
Jay, I will never forget this. This is awesome.
Yeah, these are cool. Well, we got some other interesting vehicles we'll try you on. They were the big aero engine monster.
I have probably the best job in the world, and I really appreciate you letting me do this.
Oh, no problem. I have the worst job, letting people drive my car. Anyway, we'll see you guys next week. I hope you like this little adventure.